Welcome back to more Exploration and Tactics with Brian. Last time we had come out to the north a couple thousand blocks of our base to find some new biomes, and we explored from here to the east, and we discovered that there was a village and also some crazy like alpaca animals or something. And I said that I was going to start exploring in other directions today, but it occurred to me, since we discovered apparently you can ride these things, that I wonder if they actually move quickly like horses. And so I went back home since the previous episode to grab a saddle, and so I want to see what happens if we can actually take one of these happy animals and get on board, and if indeed with the saddle I can ride him around and steer him, or exactly how that's going to go. And I don't remember if there was a good way kind of like up on top of this mountain, so I'll meet you guys at the top. Okay, I found my way up here. Okay, and if I right-click on this guy, with horses you need an open hand, I think? Yeah. And is this guy already like me? Is this the one that I already fed the wheat to? No, it seems like this is a different one. Yeah, this guy has fewer hearts than the other one, so let me go try to find the other one who's like already tamed and loves me. If I can. Alright, yeah, you go ahead and throw me off. So it appears to be very similar to the horse AI. Is it you? Let's see. You have the 11 hearts. That's what I remember this guy having. Yes, and he has like the open inventory. So can I put a saddle on him? I cannot put a saddle on him. So the only other thing that I was thinking is boxes, possibly, because a donkey, like you can attach a box to. By a box, I mean a chest. Oops. Yep. Okay. So apparently you can attach. So you can. Oh. Interesting. There's still a slot here, which I'm not sure what that means if it's not a saddle. But now there's also inventory here, so I'm not sure what this is about. But in any case, I wonder if there's something other than a saddle one would need to ride him. But in any case, it seems like it is like kind of like a pack animal who can bring some inventory along. But maybe I need something else to be able to ride him and control him, because I'm able to sit on top of him, so that makes me think that I can ride him and control him, but maybe a saddle that works on pigs and horses doesn't work on them or something. I'm not sure. I kind of like the... Oh, the other thing I wanted to try, darn, I forgot about it. I wanted to see if you can shear them. Because in real life, I think you can get wool off of creatures like this. I'm not an expert at all in these things. I could be completely wrong. I don't have iron here. Right, because I was just kind of out traveling and didn't think I was going to need that. Okay, I'm sure we'll find some iron kind of along the way elsewhere, and we can try shearing them at some point in the future. How much time do I have left? Not much time. I definitely don't want it to get dark while I'm around here, because I don't want zombies to spawn and to eat up this village as well. And so, yeah, I'm going to kill some time. I'm going to sleep away the night, and then in the morning we will head out to the north to do some more exploring in a new direction. I just slept away the night. It's fresh morning. Let's go ahead and drink a speed potion so that we can travel more swiftly across the lands. And this time we will head to the north, which will be completely unexplored territory, and see if we can find any new biomes or structures or who knows what off in this direction. Seems like we're getting into another desert. And we've seen a bit of deserts before, so I'm not necessarily sure that there's going to be anything interesting here, so I'll see you when I see you. This is a little bit interesting. There's like a cave over here in the desert, and it looks like just like a stick on the ground. I guess that probably came, my guess would be, from one of these dead bush things that sometimes will break into sticks. And so the dead bush probably happened during generation, and then gravity got run on this area and decided that the sand needed to fall down in a cave, and that ended up breaking the dead bush and leaving us with the stick. Because I don't know that I've otherwise just encountered sticks laying on the ground for no apparent reason. But so far, otherwise, it's just a desert kind of surrounded by some savanna. I think I see... Is this another village? I think this is another village over here. Alright, so one of the two villages that we found was peopled by villagers. Once again, they were all clerics who wanted zombie flesh. And the other of the two villages that we found was peopled by zombie villagers who had either all been converted, looking quickly at crops just to make sure there isn't anything new that I haven't seen before, but I think those are all familiar crops. This one sounds like it has friendly villagers, but once again, we have clerics with the same trade. Is there like a bug in this version where there's only one kind of villager? Or... I mean, that seems really weird, right? Because we found 3 different villages that the only guys I've ever found in them have been clerics. And so I might end up having to, like, read up on the wiki about this to find out if, like, there's a bug in this version where it only generates clerics. Well, we saw there were, in one of the other villages, there was also some villagers who were wearing green, but I couldn't even right-click on them. So maybe they're bugged as well. So maybe there's just, like, a bug with villagers in this version. So, yeah, I'm not sure what to think of that, really. But they do all seem to be clerics, and they do all seem to be trading the same stuff. Alright, so in that case, I'm just going to kind of ignore this village. Ooh, that's a pretty cool-looking landscape up there. I wonder if that's Savannah M? Yeah, I think so. That looks really cool. I like that area. Alright, but I'm going to keep heading to the north probably for another minute or two, and then I'll turn around and head back so that we can get back home before the next night, and then we'll go to the east. I'm really hoping to find some different biomes, but so far it's been a lot of the same. Okay, a little bit farther to the north, we actually do get into some different biomes over here. It looks like I've got a flower forest. And I do like tulips, and so this is a fun place to be. We're now at 2,600 blocks away from spawn, it looked like there. As we continue further to the north, in the negative Z direction, yeah, big old flower forest. I heard a weird sound. It might have just been like a bunny squeak. I guess it was just a bunny squeak, but it kind of surprised me. And we got pigs. Got more pigs than you can shake a stick at. I know because I have picked up sticks and I'm shaking them at them. Yeah, alrighty. Anything else out here? Looks like we're in some plains now, I suppose. I think plains can also have villages. And yeah, I really just need to explore a bit of kind of like every biome, because who knows if there's structures that are specific to a biome. Looks like we might have some roofed forest over there. And some swamp out here. I suppose I could, rather than try to make this just like a one-day journey out, like put a bed overnight, because it looks like we're getting into some new biomes over here, and so I kind of want to keep going. So I think maybe I'll do that. I will try to, I know I've seen some sheep already, I'll try to find some sheep along the way so that I can craft another bed. So I'll sleep away another night as we keep traveling. And then head back after the next night so that I can get kind of twice as much exploration in. I don't want to go too far. But I am happy to finally be seeing some more biomes, and some biomes that aren't so incredibly huge, because that ice plains that we started out in, and the cold taiga and ice spikes that surrounded it, were just super duper huge. Alright, so we got swamps, but I don't see any structures. I don't see any witch huts around. So let me continue to explore. And now it seems like I'm getting out of the swamp and maybe I'm into a normal forest, and there's also warm taiga over here. So yeah, definitely getting into much more biome diversity up in this area. I'm probably, yeah, 3,200 blocks out now. And the sun's probably going to be setting in another couple of minutes. I still haven't seen any more sheep to try to get wool for a bed, but hopefully I will encounter them shortly. And in this biome, I don't know, forests, it's hard to see much in a forest because there's a lot of trees in the way. Can't see the forest for the trees. I could try getting up on top of the trees, but that doesn't really help a whole lot. So I'm just going to continue going to the north as I've been doing, and bring you guys back if I see anything cool. Hey, here's somebody I've been looking for. Sheep. don't have shears on me, so we'll just have to kill 3 of them in order to get enough wool for a bed. Alright. But now I can sleep away the night when the time comes. I think my speed potion just wore off, which means we only have a couple minutes left in this day. But I'm going to continue heading pretty much as far to the north as I can get, and then we'll sleep away the night and head back to the south. But maybe I've gone a little bit to the east as I've been going to the north, and so on the way back I'm going to try to circle around to the west so that I can see a different bit of the landscape. As the day is ending over here, I see pumpkins, which means it's a lucky day. It's not just any day, because I like pumpkins, so I'm happy to have found them. At this point, I'm heading a little bit to the west, so that as we start the next day, we can head back to the south. It looks like I'll have a chance to go through warm taiga, which will be a different biome. And yeah, but I'm going to go ahead and make a bed, sleep away the night, and then journey back to the south, and I'll bring you guys back as if I see anything new. So heading back to the south, I've gone through a bit of the taiga. There's also a roofed forest over here, and so I'm going through the roofed forest for the first time. So far, haven't seen anything, out of the ordinary, but I think I see something over here. Do I see something over here? It looked like different blocks. Ooh, I hear a skeleton. Let's be wary of that. I thought right over here I saw something that looked weird, but it might have just been the way the dirt looked against the trees or something. Let me try to get a nice high view up here. I can get a better look. I think I was just seeing it looked kind of like a roof, but just kind of the fact that the slope of this hill is kind of so perfect, and it just like goes up one and goes up one and goes up one and has grass on top of all of them. Looked like it might have been the roof of a village structure or something. I do have a good vantage point for the first time, though. This is as high up as I've been in a while. And I don't know that anything else jumps out at me. It's a cool looking cave over there. It's like it might be like a ravine that cuts into the side of a lake. So I think I'm going to go take a closer look at that before I head back to the south. Indeed, over here there's a ravine that seems to just end where this kind of lake and river biome is. Ends rather abruptly, actually. Looks really cool in there. But simply a cool-looking terrain. It's not necessarily enough. There's an interesting Minecraft rendering bug as I kind of like go below the water and above the water. As my Y height changes, this bit of land is fading in and out of existence. I think... Okay, now it's not anymore. Yeah, I think that might actually be... There's, well... No, that's a different bug then. There's a bug that I've reported, that there's a very repeatable way that you can make certain chunks just fail to render in the user's view. But it's mostly on the corner of their view. There's a bat, so I guess it was dark enough under some of these roof forest trees for him to spawn. But the bug that we were just witnessing in the corner of the river over there, I think would have been different, because it didn't have the same circumstances as the one I know how to reproduce. So, in case you didn't know, newsflash, this is a game that's filled with bugs. And is that anything new, or is that just a cool-looking bit of extreme hills? Probably just a cool-looking bit of extreme hills. I don't mind gathering some iron, because when we get back home, we could always craft some shears, and then test my hypothesis on the alpaca animals. But first off, okay, there is a fire. Let's avoid that. I think that's... Oh, it's a floating island, isn't it? All right, let's go check that out. Looks like we got some birch forest hills over here as well. I don't know that anyone likes birch trees. Well, probably some people do. I think they're kind of some of the uglier trees in Minecraft. Yeah, it's a cool-looking floating island. It's very flat. That would actually be a cool place to build something if I were a builder, I imagine. Yep. Just a nice little snowy slab of floating island. Extreme hills and general places with really tall terrain tend to be the most fun and exciting places to visit and look at in Minecraft. And Is that another alpaca up there? What am I looking at right there? Or is it two alpaca that are like intersecting each other? They're different colors. The ones that I had... Oh, no! Oh, they drop leather, it appears. It seems that, like horses, they probably spawn on the side of the mountain. And so it seems like they probably drop leather. And you know what? Now that I have the iron... Okay, so you guys are the same kind of noise makers. I just want to quickly craft up some shears and try to shear these guys. I don't know how quick this is actually going to be, especially with my speed potion running out. And, alright, this guy's got 11 hearts as well. So, oops, ooh! Okay, that's dangerous. When they throw you off, they don't necessarily put you on a block. So I just learned something potentially useful there. Let's grab some shears. Okay, I'm right-clicking on him with the shears. And it does not do anything. And if I left-click him on the shears, oops. Didn't mean to do that. But that's what happens. So now we know. Oops. Alright, so it seems you can't shear them. It seems you can attach a chest to them. But I don't know how to actually ride them. Because a normal saddle doesn't seem to work. Or at least, like, steer them. I guess maybe it could be the case that they are animals that you can't steer, and so maybe you have to attach a lead to them, and then, like, you, like, ride on horseback, and then, like, pull one of those guys behind you. But then it still doesn't make sense, though, that you could still ride on their back when you right-click on them. It seems like there would be a way to ride them. Unless that's, once again, like, if you're in multiplayer, maybe one person rides a horse in the front and then pulls with leads onto another one of those animals that a person is riding. I don't know. I've seen some cool, like, really kind of open and big caves out here, which is neat. But at this point, I mostly want to try to get home while I still have my speed potion and still have some daylight, so we can get home to sleep in our normal bed. And so if I don't see anything else interesting, I'll meet you guys back at home. There's another alpaca, and he seems to be also, it seems like all of them that I have seen seem to spawn at kind of high elevations, which I guess makes sense. I like their noises. Oh, there's a little baby one. Hi, baby one. There's multiple baby ones. And so we saw that we could feed them wheat. Oh, man, there's a bunch over here. Okay, they're everywhere. I imagine they're only like in like extreme hills and forest hills and different biomes that have the word hills or M in them, probably. Just based on where I've seen them spawn. Although, yeah, I think I've seen them spawn exclusively so far, up in high places. But you obviously can have things like cows that spawn up in high places too. So far I've only seen the two colors, that color and that color. We fed them wheat, and the wheat didn't help make them breed. It just helped them make them love me so that I could actually ride on top and they'd get the little hearts. So I'm not sure how one would breed them then. I could try giving them different foods. With horses, it's like golden apples, right? So I don't know if they might also have like some unique or expensive food that one uses to breed them. Some cool looking extreme hills over here. Speed potion's worn out. I still have a little ways to get home, so I'm going to focus on getting home. Okay, there's some ocean over here. You'll recall that I'm a little ways to the west. Ooh, there's a pyramid over there. The sun is going down. I definitely want to check out the pyramid. And so let's do this. I still have the bed on me. I picked it up after I slept in the last one. And so let's sleep away the night in this bed, and then let's go explore the pyramid in the morning, and then try to make the rest of the way back home, because apparently I've drifted further to the west than I realized. But perhaps that ended up being a fortuitous digression along my path, because we were able to spot the pyramid. And that is a structure that, even if it's unchanged since 1.9, pyramids, you know, they've got the 4 chests. They tend to have some good loot, and maybe there's new stuff. Is that just the normal side of the pyramid, or is there like a well in the side of the pyramid there? I'm not sure. Looked kind of like a desert well-like structure, but maybe I'm making it up. All right, and so let's see really quick. It looks like it's still a stone pressure plate, so they haven't changed that. I'm kind of surprised that they never changed that to a wooden pressure plate. Seems like it'd be a better trap that way. I would not mind having the TNT, actually. I'm glad they didn't change it to prime TNT, because that's something that didn't occur to me until after I'd already punched it. So let's... Oh, my inventory's full. My inventory's apparently full. All right, let's pick up the TNT. There we go. And let's get some other type of block on the bar so I can climb back out of here. That is not a block. There we go. And see what we've won. Another Silk Touch book. I have 2 Silk Touch... I have 2 Silk Touch... Oh, the words... Things. Pickaxes. Pickaxes is the words I was looking for. I think I am going to take... Actually, you know what I want to take? I want to take the zombie flesh. Because if I get enough zombie flesh, I can finally trade with some of those villagers. I don't need the dirt. There's probably going to be a lot of zombie flesh. Emeralds, which I'll now actually be able to get in my inventory and hold on to. So let's grab them as well. More emeralds is great. More zombie flesh is great. More gunpowder. I guess I'm accumulating sand at the moment. And the gold would also be nice for powered rails for more Skyrail stuff in the future. I don't think I'm going to do anything with sandstone at the moment. And, ooh, an enchanted golden apple is also quite nice. So I would like to take that. And leather, even though I don't have it, I can definitely come up with some leather in the future. Okay. Neat. So we got some good stuff there. And then I am going to quickly take a look on the outside of this structure just because I'm curious. Okay, it wasn't a desert well. This is just like the normal kind of top opening. And I just kind of saw it at a weird angle. Okay, so then the question is, where's home from here? Because I don't remember seeing the ocean earlier, so I think I've drifted too far to the west. And so let's head back to the east and see if we can find our way back to the portal, back to the first of the villages that we found out here. Aha, I think I see our quote-unquote home village off in the distance. So it actually wasn't too far away. I was pretty close to home at the pyramid over there. But then I wonder, since we are here on kind of a fresh day, and now that I can spot that is indeed my home, I wonder how close the ocean is over in this direction. Maybe we don't... Yeah, the ocean's right over here. So there really isn't a whole lot to explore to the west. So basically, we've done a day's exploration to the east and found another village. We've done a couple days exploration out to the north and found a few new biomes, but no new structures out there. And it appears that to the east, we rather quickly get to an ocean. So maybe I'll try to do some traveling to the south today, see if there's anything else new. All right, I've dropped off a bit of inventory back in the chest at home. I won't travel as far to the south today because I don't have a speed potion, and we've already used up part of the day. The sun's already reasonably high in the sky, but I know it's the case that if I go just a few hundred blocks to the south, we'll eventually reach where we had originally traveled in the overworld and saw some new biomes that caused us to make the nether portal out here. Yeah, I don't have to go very far south at all to get into some new biomes. It appears we have plains and then perhaps a forest up ahead. And so I'll look around here to see if I see any new structures or anything else that's exciting and out of place. There's a pretty cool forest fire burning over here. Originally I thought it might be some new structure because the fire that I saw originally was at the very top of a tree. And so it looked like almost like a fire pole or something. But no, it's just your typical lava pool that's burning things. I see, and there's a little bit of ocean over here. Savannah, we've already seen a whole lot of savannah, and so I kind of drifted to the west as I was heading to the south. So I'm going to tack back over to the east and then circle back around to the north. Here's a crazy tiny ravine in the middle of the forest. That's just kind of cool looking. And in the southeast, it looks like there is some more forest, but also a big desert. I hear some very loud spiders and skeletons. So one imagines that there's either just a cave here or possibly a dungeon. Let's see. I'm thinking they would be right over this way, maybe. Oh, look. There is some sand that's going to fall. I'm just curious to do this. If I do that... right, that doesn't cause sand to fall, but that will. Neat! And now I'm suffocating bad guys. Ah, making skeletons die. Great! Alright, and there's an arrow for me, which I actually want, because I still don't have that many arrows. Okay, so it was just kind of a cave system that was buried underneath the sand. I don't see signs of a spawner necessarily. I see a few other random mobs, so I won't worry about that. Yeah, unless there happens to be like another pyramid or some other new structure around here, I don't know that I'm going to see anything else. We've gotten a good sense of our surroundings and at least have had a chance to set some eyes on a number of new biomes that we hadn't otherwise seen in this world. But sadly, other than the alpacas and the villagers that are strangely filled with only clerics who want to trade zombie flesh, we really haven't found much to speak of. But now we know. But I'm managing to make it back at home just in time, just as the sun is setting. So hopefully we won't have any zombies spawn over in the nearby village. And yeah, now I've got a good sense of the place. If I were to do another overview or cartograph kind of map of the area, we should have a whole lot more of the chunks kind of all around here understood, and we know where to find a number of different biomes. Let me decide what I want to do next. Actually, what I need to do next is end the episode. Time flies, apparently, when you're having fun exploring new alpaca mechanics and finding new villages and desert pyramids. We got a good sense of the lay of the land out here now. And yeah, still have some mysteries with those guys up there in terms of how we are going to use them. But I hope, as always, that you guys are having a great day. And I will see you again soon for more exploration and tactics, where I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do next. I might head home again and try to get some more ender pearls, go back to the nether and get some more blaze powder so that we could actually fill in the end portal stuff in the stronghold, because that's one way that I do know how to progress. And then, yeah, with the mystery of the alpacas, unless I come up with some ideas, I might try to ask a couple of friends for some non-spoilery hints, since I am recording this ahead of time. In any case, hope you guys are having a great day, and I'll see you again soon with who knows what. Bye-bye!